What's up, camera nerds? I am convinced that this is the best deal on the market right now if you're looking for a real, true, thoroughbred cinema camera. Not a mirrorless that we call a cinema camera, but a real box-style cinema camera. I'm convinced that this is the best deal on the market right now. And I'm just going to take the next however many minutes to briefly unpack that. So let's do it. In my hand is the Pixis 6K. Now, I've never used Blackmagic products. Well, I mean, I guess I use DaVinci, but as far as video is concerned, I've never used Blackmagic. I was a diehard Sony guy for many years. Shot Sony, and then I dabbled in the Lumix, and I guess Lumix clearly is a gateway drug to Blackmagic because well, what I'm about to explain. But first, let me tell you guys the situation. The other day, I'm going to stop holding this and moving this around if that's okay. The other day, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was going through my head the gear that I have for a passion project that I have coming up. I'm going to shoot a documentary. I'm going to bring you guys along the whole way. It's going to be a series. So I needed a series to start the YouTube channel. So I was like, let me go identify a passion project and then I'll bring the YouTube fam along. And so in saying that, for this project, I was like, man, I know what my current camera stack is and I know its limitations, and I'll unpack the camera stack in a different video, but it just wasn't, I didn't feel like it was gonna be what I needed it to be because I was gonna go out there and bring out a bunch of equipment to do what this bad boy kind of already does. But here's the caveat. I didn't know the Pixis 6K even existed. That's how far out of the Blackmagic ecosystem I was. Here's what happened. The next day I woke up, I got on YouTube, and I don't know what video got suggested to me. I don't remember who it was, but it was like Pixis 6K gets autofocus, or like first cinema camera with autofocus or something like that. And I was like, man, that's interesting. I mean, if you got a cinema camera that's shooting autofocus, what's that? Click. So I clicked the video, and I don't remember the guy, but he's talking about the Pixis 6K, had a firmware update. They got autofocus. It changes the game, whatever. And I'm like, all right, what's this Pixis 6K? So hit the interwebs, look at the specs, and I'm like, all right, 6K, open gate, bunch of other aspect ratios that are pretty cool. 4-channel audio, internal. That's pretty cool. Not 32-bit flow, but cool. We can hang out with whatever it is, 24, whatever it is. Of course, internal fan, box style, super modular with all the quarter 20 mount points, so on and so forth. And I'm like, and it has autofocus. Okay, that's interesting. Let me go to Facebook and let me see how much one of these are going for. I didn't know. I was like, that's got to be probably $5,000 at least. So go to Facebook Marketplace, and lo and behold, and also, guys, by the way, this isn't like a highly cinematic video. I just want to bring you guys along because I just picked this up and I wanted to tell the world. So just if you're like, where's the B-roll? It ain't happening, but that's okay. That's okay, right? We're good. We're good. So look, I hit Facebook. I just type in Pixis 6K, sort by local. And there was a guy 3 hours away that had one listed for, catch this, $2,900. Now, here's the catch. It came with the CF Express Type B card. That's easily a couple $100. It came with an internal, well, not internal. It's like a Mofage Poco. It's that style mount, like the internal V&D adjustable thing. You know what I'm talking about? It came with one of those converters from EF to L. So that was cool. That was a couple $100 there. And then he also included a secondary EF to L as well. That one was like $100. And he threw in other stuff too. And the thing was like almost mint condition. So I was like, $2,900. I could tell this guy I don't need all the other stuff and easily have bought that for $2,300. But I was like, whatever, throw all the other stuff in there. We'll buy it. In like 10 minutes time, I decided to drive 3 hours out, buy this bad boy with minimal research, bring it home, spend another $1,000 to freaking rig the thing out. And here we are. So let me tell you guys this. My arc in cinematography has been a little interesting. I picked up my first camera really about 3 years ago. I had dabbled in stuff before, but if you watch my previous videos, I kind of unpacked this where I started a YouTube channel that I do full-time separate from this. So I do YouTube full-time separate. And I wanted to up the quality of my videos, but the person that was recording my videos for me couldn't do that anymore. That person was my wife. She got tired of doing it. So I was like, all right, I need to learn this whole camera thing. And I just got bit by the bug big time. The reason I'm telling you that though is because I very quickly started to do passion projects and like local stuff just for free. Jiu-jitsu, like I'd pop up to my jiu-jitsu academy, snap a bunch of crazy kinetic randomness. But it wasn't until I shot my first documentary 2 years ago, that documentary is on this channel. It's 35 minutes, you can watch it. Wasn't until I shot my first documentary where I was like, I'm gonna make films. I love this. I don't know how I'm gonna monetize it, but I'm gonna make films. In saying that, you get to a point where you start rigging cameras up, the mirrorless variety, where if you want 32-bit float, which of course this is not internal, but my point is like, if you want good audio, where you can run a shotgun and then you can also lav up your talent. You know, when I do, like for me, I do a lot of run and gun doc stuff, and I want the redundancy, of course, but I also like to blend audio. And so when I'm running and gunning in the field, I'll leave someone labbed up. I'll also put a Sennheiser on, and in post, I'll blend that together to get that crispiness that I like. But the only reason that I can do that on a mirrorless is to have additional audio infrastructure to allow me to split channel audio stuff. So you got more audio. Of course, the modularity of mirrorless is nice. Like an FX3, it's small and it's nimble, but that's also kind of the downside, is that it's small and it's nimble and it's light. And when you're in the field, as many of you probably know, like when you're in the field and you're trying to pull focus, if you're shooting manual, or you're trying to keep your camera steady as you're running and gunning, as they say, you just get to a point where you're like, I want this thing to be heavier. But what's weird is like on the mirrorless cameras, the heavier you go, like when you start putting more stuff on it, the more awkward it gets. And I know what folks are going to say, well, Marcus, you know, there's IBIS. And yeah, there's IBIS, and I love IBIS, but it's all give and take. And so my point is, the cinema box style cameras are they're the way to go if you really want to dip your toes into, you know, like narrative style, you know, doc stuff, like this really long format, high storage count filmmaking. Guys, this is the freaking way to go. Like, it's just all right here. It's all right here. I mean, right here. So I have this handle that was $139 from Tilta that I did not need to buy. I already had one. I had like a $30 one off Amazon, so I could have put that there. This manual focus, this is not electronic, it's manual. It was 130 something bucks as well. I didn't need that. I could just pull focus with my hand if I really needed to. This monitor is a Hollyland Pyro 5. And did I need this? No, I have a Shinobi. I have an Atomos Shinobi that was a few $100. Even better than that, the Pixis comes with its own monitor as well that taps into a front USB-C that you can also monitor and control the camera off of. The Blackmagic monitor that's native, the OEM monitor, is less than this one. It's like $300. So I could have done that. And then guys, this lens, while it looks good, this lens is just what is this freaking lens? Rokinon. I can't see it. So it's a Rokinon. It's like a 10-year-old Rokinon. This right here is a 35, a T1.5, and this thing renders color beautifully for the age of it. And so what's my point? Oh, and the top handle was $69. So my point is this, guys. If you want to really if you want to feel like a filmmaker, if you want to feel like you're progressing forward, well, one way to do it is to level up your gear. That's one way to do it. And what that looks like is different for everyone. But my point is, like, if you want to really advance yourself when it comes to learning this filmmaking, this cinematography thing, my first advice, like I said on my last video, is pick and identify a passion project and go shoot it. Just go shoot the project. That's one way to do it. The other way to do it is to force yourself to learn new systems. So like with this, there's no multimeter. So I know my Sony boys and girls, like, plus, what is it? Like, exposed to the right, 1.5, 1.7, 2 points. Okay, well, you could just look at a multimeter, push it to the right a little bit, and for the most part, you're good. But if you really wanted to dive a little deeper, you're going to tag in some false color. You're going to tag in a histogram. You're going to tag in some other things that are more set level tools to expose your images. Like you're going to have to do that with this. You're forced to do that. So my point is, like, this is going to allow you to, in my opinion, it's going to allow me to be more nimble. Although it's bigger, I can be more nimble. I can bring less stuff with me, and then I can use some more robust tooling to get the composition that I want. And guys, not to mention, I have shot with this officially for like 2 minutes. I literally bought this camera 3 days ago. Everything came in from Amazon yesterday. I rigged it all out. I came out right before this thing. I like pulled a couple shots, dropped it in DaVinci, dropped a quick grade on it, and I was like, oh my gosh, look at that picture quality. It's beautiful. I'll end it with this. Guys, look, there's some cons to this camera too. And I'm not a big cons guy. Like, I just like to live in, you know, pie in the sky world. Don't tell me about the cons. Let me just figure it out in the field. One of the cons would be like rolling shutter. Okay, we'll see. I'll take this thing to jiu-jitsu class where there's like 30 people flying across the academy doing backflips and stuff, and we'll just shoot it. So if you guys want to really, if you want to see a real rolling shutter test that's not this, we'll go do that. But separate from that, I'm sure I'll find some other stuff. But the point of this video is this. One, this was a crazy deal. I'm going to do another video that's way more in depth, actually, because I think this is the steal of 2026. I just feel like, from doing my research, people sold this thing short when it came out. The timing was a bit off. People's expectations for what this should have been was a little bit off. I think they were comparing it to an FX6. I don't think that was the right comparison. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna roll out another video. Let me know what you want to see if this video finds you in the ether. But I'm going to use this for a documentary that I'm going to shoot. I'll bring you guys along the whole way. And Mofaj, if you're watching this, because I sent you a DM, hey, look, guys, help a brother out. Send me out, please send me out the Poco, please. So I can use it and show the people what that thing's all about, because I really need it. And yeah, drop in the comments. Let me know what you want to see. This was fun. Love you guys to death. Over and out.